What's up, Raptor fans? How you guys doing today? Now I know it's been a while since I last made a video, and this probably shouldn't be the first video I make returning. Did that even make sense? This probably isn't the first video I should make upon my return, because it's about the Summer League, and I don't really think most people care about the Summer League, but I do think that I owe the people who bothered to keep up with my coverage of, well, my lazy coverage of the Summer League some form of closure and a reason as to why I stopped covering the games. And it's just that I lost motivation. The Raptors' performance was just what I've seen before. The Raptors are their own worst enemy. The referees try to do whatever they can to screw the Raptors over, and the Raptors' opponents get lucky. That's what I saw. I didn't want to have to come on here after every game. I mean, it was only, what, I covered 2 games. So there only been 3 more games, but I didn't feel the need to have to keep repeating myself all the time. And the referees, that's self explanatory, but the thing here is if you're going to say that there's a foul on every play, I shouldn't see the opposing team get more calls in their favor over the Raptors. Every game, the Raptors' opponents got to the free throw line more than the Raptors. Obviously, more calls were made against the Raptors. And the only game that ended up being a tie in free throw attempts was the game against Houston, where the Rockets were intentionally fouling Jamarion Sharp to try and breathe some new life into themselves, to try and pull off an unrealistic comeback because they were desperate and they thought they had a chance by doing a hack of Sharp. Unfortunately, Sharp hit his free throws, but that's the only time when they were forcing the Raptors to go to the free throw line. Well, specifically Jamarion Sharp. So if you take away all those free opportunities that were being handed to Jamarion Sharp, every team got more free throws than the Raptors. It it's just the same thing. Every single game, doesn't matter what level the Raptors are playing at. Then when I go to the Raptors, see their performance, I mean, they had double digit leads in every game except the last. They were up 18 in 2 games, 17 in one, and up double digits in 3 of the 4 quarters in another game. Well, they weren't big leads, it was 10, 11, and 12, but still, they had an opportunity in their 4 games to qualify for the Summer League playoffs to basically give themselves a comfortable cushion in the standings, and they didn't take advantage of it. I know CMB and Elijah Martin didn't play, but they still were in a good position to just dominate. I understand that these guys only played a limited amount of time together, but still, I mean, within the same game, multiple times, they would show how great they could be and how bad they could be. And it's frustrating because the opponents now would just benefit from doing absolutely nothing. They earn nothing on the offensive end, they earn nothing on the defensive end, and yet they had a chance to win games. The Raptors only finished 3-2, and they could have easily finished 5-0. Well, actually, if they would have obviously made the Summer League playoff, and they could have finished 6-0. This would have been a great advertising campaign for the Raptors and their player development. It's not, I know, it's not something that I should be too focused on because it's just the Summer League, but I really am too obsessed with this team to just be okay with them losing. And I get it. The Raptors are in a win win situation because if the Raptors win, no one sees it coming. They're going to try and tear down their accomplishment, but you don't respect this team, so they're just making do with who's available for them to give them a chance to win. And if the Raptors lose, it's like, well, they didn't have enough to win, so, and no one was really expecting them to do anything, so the Raptors don't lose in either situation. But it's still frustrating to see them play so well and just squander the opportunities. Because the referees just, their influence on the game should be non existent. They should be more consistent and just let the players decide the game. And the Raptors' opponents just, they don't have enough. They need to be carried by the NBA. Like this whole thing with Kawhi and dragging out this investigation, they couldn't have done this with the Clippers. Would they have done this if Kawhi was traded to a team that the NBA favored? More than likely, no. It's not like this is the first time the Raptors have had to deal with baggage with Kawhi, with taking on Kawhi after trading for him. But that's for a whole different video to talk about. But the summer league, I mean, the Raptors would uncharacteristically turn the ball over a lot. Again, guys haven't really played together all that much, but even when they did have a game where they didn't turn the ball over that much, they gave up a bunch of offensive rebounds and they were rebounding the ball well. They were defending well. They held opponents under 40% shooting from the field, under 30% shooting from three. I think it went up in the past couple of games, but their opponents were not shooting the ball all that well. It's just the Raptors. I mean, the Raptors were shooting well from three. They were shooting well from two. They were just the better team overall offensively and defensively. And yet they were only 3-2. I think that's the impressive part. I mean, it's just the summer league, it's just 5 games, but the fact that these guys found some sort of chemistry to show that, hey, if they had more time together, they probably could have been a real problem. Now, obviously against other summer league teams, but they had the potential to do something and just they fumbled it. Obviously, the referees didn't help, and their opponents just benefited from situations that they did not deserve to have. Just every time. Like I saw all these games and I just saw problems that we've all seen before. The Raptors don't need to shoot a bunch of threes. They don't need to, well, yeah, shoot a bunch of threes. That's my only thing. It's like just rebound, just defend, and take advantage of what the defense is giving you. Because they're not good enough. They all the teams that I saw were I mean not all the teams, but most of the teams in the summer league were being aggressive defensively. And the fact that I saw the Raptors getting called for more fouls than their opponents, it was ridiculous. Like both teams were being aggressive, and it's dumb. Like again, if there's a foul on every play, why is one team getting the benefit of the doubt and the other team isn't? It's dumb. And this is the summer league. I know I shouldn't be this frustrated, but again, these are things that I've seen in the postseason, in the regular season, the preseason, the G League. There's just no attempt to try and be fair. You're blatantly obvious with your favoritism. Well, the NBA is blatantly obvious with their favoritism. And it's boring. You're trying to manufacture star power instead of just letting things happen naturally. But I think I said everything that I need to say. Probably still all over the place. I gotta try and, focus myself a little better when I'm making these videos. But again, I just needed to give closure to the people who bothered to watch my videos. I'll probably talk about Alan Graves I mean, he was the standout for the Raptors. Seth Lundy was also a standout, but he's not going to be with the Raptors going forward. I don't think. Nate Biddle was okay, and Jaden Bradley was underwhelming. Videos for them might come if I feel like it, because I do think that I need to start talking about more serious matters like Kawhi, because the investigation is ridiculous. There's progress, but I I did mention that there was something that needed to be talked about separately. Did I mention that in one of the screw up videos that I tried to make before this? Whatever. I do plan to make a video talking about how this situation with Kawhi is just history repeating itself with the Raptors. So I think I said everything that I need to say in this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out and God bless.